Hey, what is going on everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. Don't worry, we are not in the middle of nowhere. Our house is tucked away right back there. I just thought we might get a change in scenery for the start of today's episode. Today we are working on some resource collection, specifically ores and valuable underground resources. We are starting to get to that point in the game. Of course, it is episode 10 now, where we do need to think about some of those valuable resources. Of course, we are a ways away from the digital miner, a mechanism device that allows us to scan the ground and instantly mine up, if we have enough upgrades to it, instantly mine up everything that we tell it to. But in the meantime, we are going to focus on some cheaper alternatives, specifically quarries, something that we did use in Crafted Chaos. If we hop in here into our crafting grid and we go ahead and type in quarry, we will see that we have the Quarry Plus mod. This gives us a few different options for setting up our first quarry, and these will be very useful for passive ore mining early in the game. Of course, we will have to set up a large storage system for this, or if we get a few more disk drives, we can have it filter directly into our storage here. Nonetheless, this is what we are getting started on, and we are probably just going to begin with this solid fuel quarry, something that will be powered with coal. If we take a look at this recipe, we will see that we need 2 diamond pickaxes for this, a little bit pricey, and then 3 furnaces, a gold block, and 3 all-the-modium nuggets. Oh boy, I think these might be a little expensive actually. Hang on one sec. Well, we can only find it in the deep dark biome, so I think today might send us down into the cave in search of all-the-modium, something that we will need to create those quarries. So let's head over into our cave right here and make our way down in this direction, where we have been a couple of times now. Of course, we have those bunny hopper boots. Fall damage is not an issue to us, which makes our lives a lot easier. We are looking for the deep dark biome, where we will discover all the modium. That isn't it, is it? No, it is not. I got a little too excited there. Should have known. Of course, it is very dark down here with the shaders, so we just want to be a little bit careful. I don't see... Okay, I don't know what that was, but that startled me a little bit. Anyway, I don't see any deep dark biomes. This is just blackstone, not skulk. So, not exactly what we are searching for. I do want to start breaking into these urns because sometimes they have useful and valuable treasure. For example, right now, a torch, something that I should have brought down here initially. This will allow us to light up our path a little bit more as we explore. So on top of all the modium, we are also searching for diamond ore. Again, we do need those 2 diamond pickaxes. I do hear a witch somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is, so we are just gonna be a little bit careful here. I want to grab some of this inferium ore. That is, again, going to be very helpful for us right now while we are still farming a little bit of that. And there's that witch. Okay, so why don't we go ahead? We don't have any blocks, so we are just going to quickly run past, avoiding any potential splash potions, and we will make an escape from there. Is the witch pathfinding to us, though? I can see the name tag through the blackstone here. It looks like it might be, so we are just going to move away from that direction. And I think I spot some diamonds over there. We will just move past this zombie. And yes, it looks like we have a diamond ore. Hopefully more than one. That looks like it is all we are gonna come away with. I guess I could have checked to see how many diamonds we had back in our storage system, but that's okay. If we have extras, well, I certainly won't be complaining. We have a few more urns down here. We will break all of these open, mostly torches, and one of those, I still need to look up what that mob is. It did a lot of damage to us, almost took us out. That is a lot of diamonds. We will have to come back here when it is safe to do so. Let's quickly eat. Can that thing get up to us now? I don't think it can, so I think we are in the clear. So I think what we will try to do is work our way back down. We will probably grab these diamonds first so that we can just have these, and we will see if we can take this thing out. And it just dropped a trident. Okay, that is interesting. So I'm gonna grab these 2 diamonds and then go look up on the wiki what that thing was. Well, I could not find any answers as to what kind of status effect it is giving us, so we will just keep our eye out a little bit more for those in the future. We are 1 diamond away from needing all that we need for the pickaxe. Of course, we are still lacking in all the modium. We only need 1 though. If we can find 1, we just need 3 nuggets to create. We have a wandering trader down here. Okay. We just need 1 ingot to create those nuggets that we can use to craft the quarry. So that is what we are after right now. Again, we still have to find a deep dark biome in order to get that. We have another wraith right down there, and oh wow, that really opens up down here. Holy cow. That is amazing. I feel like we are in the nether right now, but we are just about 100 blocks under the surface. This is amazing. And do we seriously have pillagers down here? Huh. I guess we could have made, hey, here's our last diamond. I guess we could have made a whole episode in regards to exploring the underground cave down here. We will certainly have to come back here in the future. And that looks very dangerous. I don't know what that creature is over there, and I do not want to find out. And there's another one over in that direction. Are those some kind of mutant skeletons, maybe? What the heck was that? Alright, I don't like it down here. Time to make an escape. I was hoping we would run into a deep dark biome. That did not seem to be the case. But as you can likely infer, we did not come away with any ultimodium, so we may change the trajectory of the episode, or perhaps look at some alternative options. I did not mean to do that. But upon examining some of our other potential options, it seems as though many of them are way out of reach at this time. So we are going to instead focus on our Inferium farm, our mystical agriculture field, if you will. So we came away with a little over 2 stacks of Inferium essence down in the cave, which is fantastic. We also got a handful of prosperity shards, another very useful item for us in this mod. We can throw all of those into there. What we need to do is make a few more Inferium essence seeds and get those planted on these remaining tiles. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5 more seeds is all we need, because we are not doing the inside here or these outer corners. The harvester will not harvest either of those spots. So we will get a few more seeds from the wheat right there. That will be the perfect amount for us. And let's go ahead and get the remaining seeds planted down. Perfect. So now the field is completely sown. What we can work on next is the growth acceleration and yield increase. We have 2 options for those. Option 1 is to upgrade the farmland to Prudentium, Tertium, and then eventually on to Imperium or Supremium. We will opt for Prudentium farmland here pretty quickly, but we also want to get a better watering can that covers a much larger area. That will allow us to accelerate the growth of all of those seeds much faster, and with more Inferium essence we can then make these growth accelerators, which will ultimately do the watering can's job for us. To make the next stage of a watering can, I think we actually need ingots. Yes, we need ingots. So let's go ahead and make some prosperity ingots. This is how we will make our Inferium ingots. So we will make maybe 4 of these to start, and then we can turn these into Inferium ingots. And with 4 of those, we should be able to put those around our watering can. I just want to double check the recipe on that, so let's scroll through to find it. Here it is, the Inferium watering can. We do need to have some mystical fertilizer. That will require some diamonds, or, well, we have to have diamonds, but we can use bone meal instead of the fertilized essence, which we will do. So let's make a little bit of bone meal real quick. And now we can make that watering can. My apologies, that was to make the mystical fertilizer. And now we can make the watering can. We just need to put it here in the middle. And there we go. An Inferium watering can. That startled me. But that does remind me, we completed a quest. Let's have a look at our quest book, because we have a lot of these red exclamation marks to reap some benefits on. So let's find, here we go, kill 10 zombies, we will get some XP and a torch. Back here in the beginning, we have collected some redstone that will give us an iron ingot. We have also traveled into the nether that will give us some XP and a solar panel. All right, we are moving on down the electricity chain. What else have we completed here? We have made functional storage. That's going to give us some XP. A glyph of conjure mage light. Okay, and an ender pearl. Okay, the contrast there is a little comedic. Right here in refined storage, we have the crafting grid that will give us a machine casing and a basic processor. Not bad, very useful for us. In food and farming, wheat, bread, and XP. Bread will give us toast and XP. Not bad. And then mystical agriculture, this is the one I am excited about because we might get something useful for us right now with the watering can, and sure enough we will get that Inferium. We got an Inferium block. Okay, very nice. So I think, can we uncraft that into Inferium essence? Okay, well, not bad. I thought it was going to be a little bit more valuable than that, but that's okay. We will quickly be right back up there. So I think today we will aim to finish out this beginning column and maybe even get into the Prudentium column just a little bit. That means having earth, fire, ice, air, water, dirt, wood, and stone seeds. We can definitely do that. We will have to make, well, did we make the infusion altar? No, not yet, but we will get around to that shortly. So let's head back to our farm now with our brand new watering can, and we will put this to the test. We can actually hop right up here, and I did not mean to place that torch down there in the middle, but hey, I guess that will light up our farm now, so that works out. And we will see that this will cover a much larger area than what we had before. But we want to keep upgrading this because then we will be able to cover this entire field and eventually expand this field and the automatic harvester that we have here, and we will really be able to accelerate our production. But we don't really need any of this Inferium essence right now. We are still doing great from what we got from the cave, so let's head back in and continue working on some of our quests. So the first thing that we are going to make right here is the Inferium infusion crystal. This is how we will be able to upgrade our Inferium essence to Prudentium essence, and so on. In order to do this, we will need an Inferium gemstone. To make the Prosperity gemstone, it will be 4 of those shards with a diamond, which for us is a little affordable right now. We do have just 13 diamonds, but that is okay. That will allow us to make our crystal. That should hopefully give us another quest. There we go. For that, we are going to get a cobbled soul stone and 10 XP. Now, the quest also wants us to actually craft some Inferium farmland, so that is what we are going to do. It's an Inferium essence, dirt, and then we need to put a hoe in here. We will get that right there, and that should hopefully give us a quest. There it is, we can put that away. We don't need that anymore. That will reward us with some Inferium, a little bit more XP as well. So now I think it's time to create our infusion altar, and I really need to clean up our inventory a little bit. We are getting a lot of rewards from that quest line. So next up, we need to make the infusion altar, which is this guy right here. We are missing 4 stone and some red wool. Apparently we have 2 red wool slabs though. Oh, it is registering those as birch, so that is not going to work for us. We will need some red dye. Not a problem. In fact, we probably have a red flower, I assume. Yes, there we go. So that will give us our red dye. In fact, we will actually need 9 red dye because we need 9 wool. So let's see how many of those tulips we have. Well, that got us a little bit over halfway. Shouldn't be a problem though. Oh yeah, we have tons of roses over here. We will just grab a couple. So we are gonna get some of our cobblestone smelting in here. And how are we doing on gold? I hope we will have enough for this. I think we will. Just barely. But we do need a lot more wool. So let's grab some shears and head to maybe the village and see if we can find any sheep. Oh, well, how about the village or the buildings in the village that are made of wool? That will work perfectly for us. So we have some stone rolling in now from our furnace. We can go ahead and make our infusion altar real quick. There we go. And now we just need a few more pedestals. And I think we will set this up maybe right there. That should give us enough space. Perfect. That will need to be powered, so I think we will go ahead and make a redstone torch for that. And we can just put that down underneath there. So that should power that. That will take care of the altar. 8 more pedestals, and then we will be able to process our own seeds. And there we go. So that will be 8 pedestals. Let's get these placed down in the circle around that altar. Misplaced this one. There we go, and we have now set that up. Although I'm realizing we probably didn't get that quest because... Oh, never mind, we did. Okay, I was thinking we may have to have all of those items in our inventory at once. That will give us the prosperity seed base and some XP. 3 of those, actually. That is perfect. We can use these now to start growing our own seeds. I do want to look into the coal seeds before we get too far into this, because our furnace, or our storage I should say, is running off of a coal generator and it is chewing through that power. It's not super sustainable, so if we could farm our own coal, that would be wonderful. So right here, coal essence comes from, of course, coal seeds, which is a tier 2 seed. We are going to need prudentium to make these seeds. But we already have our inferium crystal, we have a lot of inferium essence, so let's just go ahead and make this now and get it over with. So it will be 4 prudentium essence, 4 coal, which we don't actually have, believe it or not. We have 3 coal. Do we have any in the bundle? Oh, look at that. We have 1 coal in the bundle. And that just emptied out all those items. I gotta learn how to use this thing. So 4 coal now. That will be enough to set this up. We will put our prudentium essence on the 4 outer pedestals like that, and then the coal alternating. Prosperity seeds in the middle, and here we go. There it is, our coal seeds. So now we can grow our own coal. We don't have to worry about running out. Let's go ahead and get this planted right now, just so we can get that going. And that is in fact a tier 2 quest, but we have not made prudentium farmland yet. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we will need 1 more prudentium from right there, a block of dirt, and our hoe. There we go, that will complete both of those quests. We can bring this farmland over here. We will actually place that down underneath the coal. I'm just going to shift some things around right here, just to make use of our farmland and not waste any products. There we go, so now we will get maximum yield from that coal, if I'm not mistaken. I do want to have a look at what we will get for this, some XP for the farmland, and we will get a prudentium block. That is actually great for us right now because that is 36 inferium essence worth of prudentium. And I think since we have this, we might as well go ahead and make a few more seeds from this quest line That way we can really maximize our rewards from that. So we can do nature seeds, nether. How do we do nether? Well, we are going to need nether wart and soul sand, nether bricks. I don't think we are going to be able to do that one right now. Aluminum. I think we have more than enough aluminum to create some aluminum seeds. So let's step in here, and we are almost out of fuel in our furnace once again. And while that aluminum smelts, we can also make... I think dye seeds require sheep essence, which... well, maybe not. Okay, we just need cyan, orange, lime, and pink. I mean, how hard can that possibly be? So we have the aluminum that we need. Let's make these aluminum seeds real quick. There we go. That will give us another quest complete. I'm gonna put these on the corner. I know that won't reach right here, but we don't need those right now, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and grab our reward for the aluminum seeds. That's going to give us some mineral seeds, and we can go ahead and get these planted in that corner. So now we need to figure out how to get cyan, orange, pink, and lime dye. Let's see what we can craft right away. Well, we can make some green dye, and that should allow us to make the cyan if we make a little bit more blue dye here. There we go. So that will give us our cyan. Our orange dye will actually come from either a Wilden spike, or we can just make it with red and yellow. That is probably a little bit cheaper for us. The pink dye, we are just missing white dye, and I guess we are also missing red. Oh no, we have red. Okay, so that will give us pink. So that's pink, orange, cyan, and what is the last one that we need? Is it lime? It's lime, isn't it? I think we still have green dye, so if we make one more... oh no, we do not. We need one more yellow. It's like solving a puzzle, isn't it? So with the yellow, we can make green, and with that, I think we need one more white dye still. I just realized we have to do this 3 more times. Or maybe not, because I think we might have 2 of each of these dyes now. But we are trying to make this dye agglomeratio, if that is even how you say that. So that will give us 2 of them actually, so we just need a couple more. So we will rinse and repeat with all of this. Well, I guess we probably could have just gotten our pink dye from the tulips right out here, but that's okay. There we go. All right, we have our 4 dye agglomeratio. We will place those down in those corners right there. We will put down our Prudentium essence, and I'm actually really excited to have dye seeds because it will allow us to craft all of the different colors of dye from the essence. So any second now, there it is, completed quest. We will get these placed down in that corner and collect some more benefits from that. It looks like we will get some nether seeds, which is actually kind of incredible, and that will also give us these rewards right up here, which is another piece of Prudentium farmland. That is pretty sweet because with nether essence, we can actually skip a lot of our early nether adventures being able to craft with that. In fact, if we take a look at the nether essence here in our inventory, where is it? Here it is. If we look at what we can craft with these, we can get our hands on some nature essence, we can create netherrack with it, we can make warp blocks, and so on. You get the idea. I mean, it really wouldn't have been that difficult for us to make it in the first place, but hey, at least we have it, and we don't have to use more prosperity seeds. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is make all of these seeds for earth, fire, ice, air, water, dirt, wood, and stone. And then we will come back here, collect all of those rewards, and that is probably then where we will end it. So I will see all of you very soon. And there we have it, 7 of the 8 seeds that we need for all of these quests. I did not get the ice seeds. A, I don't really see a purpose for those right now, and B, we need Silk Touch to get ice anyway, so we can't really do that at the moment. But let's cycle through here and collect all of our rewards. In fact, we will probably need to empty out our inventory just a little bit more here. So that should make it a little bit more manageable for us. And let's see if we get anything good. We got some Inferium Essence, which we were at 57 prior to this. I'm curious to see how much we will get from all of this, if it's just going to give us Inferium every time. So far, that has been the case. We started at 57, we are now at 64, so we got an Inferium Gemstone. That is worth a diamond, so we are definitely not going to complain about that. And let's continue to cycle through here. We have 4 more Inferium Essence, and we will just grab all of these 3 real quick. And we will finish with a couple Inferium Apples, some Inferium Ingots, also pretty valuable to us. Just one of those gemstones from that, but it looks like we also came away with 15 Inferium Essence. Because we got that apple, we also completed this task right here. That is worth a few more Inferium Essence. So we might as well go ahead and make a growth accelerator real quick. We do have the materials that we need to make that, so we can make this and get the reward for that. And that will be some Inferium Essence. And now we just have a couple more tools here that we need to make, and some armor as well, and then down here some mob related things that we will work on in the future. They are pretty expensive up front. We have a couple more outstanding quests in our beginning tab right over here with the toast. That will give us an iron wand for that. And right down here in food and farming, the sugar cane, we will get just 1 piece of sugar, it looks like, from that. But that is where we are going to end today's episode. I know I really wanted to get us down into the mine today, or at least set up a quarry. I did not realize we would need all the modium, which might take us a little bit to get our hands on. In the meantime, we will rely on this field. In fact, we will probably expand it a little bit more and make more use out of all of these seeds. In the meantime, if you enjoyed today's episode, definitely hit that thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye!